Hello friends, this is Samuel once again from Sony Tech, and welcome to our Ultimate Flexbox tutorial guide. By the end of this video, you should be able to build responsive mobile UI on any screen. Okay, so what then is Flexbox? So Flexbox is a layout system that essentially allows you to arrange elements in a flexible or responsive way. So it's great to create complex layouts that adjust to different screen sizes and orientations, so whether landscape or portrait mode. And so with Flexbox, you can control the positioning, the sizing, and the alignment of elements on the screen. Okay, so these are some of the Flexbox props we have here. So we have flex and we have flex direction. We have, flex direction too. You can set that to column, and we have column reverse, and we have for row, and we have for row reverse. We have flex wrap, we have align items, we have justify content, and we have align items. Okay, so let's get our hands dirty. Okay, so now my app.js file is a bit busy now, so I have a view with a styles of container and three other views inside with styles of box 1, box 2, box 3, and I added some styling here. So I set the container to flex 1, gave it some padding of 5, and this flex 1 for all with some colors. Okay, so essentially what flex does is flex 1 tells the content in the view or yes in the view to fill the whole screen. Okay, so orange here to set it to flex 1, and I did that for violet and tomato. So when I do a flex 2 here and I save, you see orange takes a bigger space. When I do flex 3 and I save, it takes a bigger space. So what this essentially means that orange is taking 1 out of 6 because you have 1 plus 2 plus 3 of the space, and violet is taking 2 out of 6 of the space, that is 1/3. This is taking half of the space, so 3/6. Okay, so let's try some other things. Okay, so friends, welcome back. Okay, so in this one, I give the boxes some height and some width. Okay, so 100, and uh I did a flex direction of columns that took away the flex 1 properties. Okay, so when I do flex column, it aligns it this way. So let's try for row and see if it moves that way. Okay, so great. Okay, so we can try for row reverse and see row reverse, and I see if it goes to the other side. Okay, so it just rotates it. So we can try for column reverse too and see column reverse, and boom. Okay, so great. Okay, so this time I set it back to flex 1, and let's do with the justify content flex box pop. Okay, so we have justify content, and I can set it to center, and I save. Okay, so we'll come out here and I save. What's happening? Okay, so when I save, it comes this way. When I get rid of this and I try flex start, I save, it takes it back to the top. Okay, so now let's try another one. Let's try flex int, and I see it brings it to the bottom. Okay, so great. So you can see how we are styling this and moving stuff around in our view. Okay, so now let's try space between, and I see. Okay, so we give some space between the children elements. Okay, so we have space around and space evenly. So let's try this too. So it gives some space around, as you can see, and space evenly. Okay, so it gives equal space between the children elements. Okay, so great. And we also have the align items. So we have center. Okay, so let me get rid of this guy. So align item center, and we have, so you can hit control and space bar and you can play around with it. So we have baseline. We have control space bar. So flex end. So control space bar. You can try flex start. Okay, so great. So you can try stretch 2 and see. Okay. So the common one we know is center, or we do use most of the time the center, and it brings it to the middle. Okay. We can also do a flex direction of row. Okay, so great. Okay, so we also have the flexural property. So essentially, the flexural property sets the container and controls what happens when children overflows the children. So we have flex wrap of wrap and no wrap, and also we have the width and height property. Okay, so we can set the width and height property to or to just as we do in regular CSS and HTML. And we have percentages and pixels. So pixels defines the width and height in absolute pixels, and percentages in percentages of its parent width and height. And also we have the absolute and the relative layout. So the position type of an element defines how it is positioned within its parent. So relative is the default value. Okay, so essentially it positions it relatively to a parent node. And this means an element is positioned according to the normal flow of the layout and then of the layout, and then offset relative to the position based on the value of top, like right and left, whether you set it to top, left, right, just as you do in regular CSS. And also for the absolute, when it's positioned absolutely, an element doesn't take part in the normal layout flow. So it's instead it's independent of its siblings or of its relatives here. So the position is determined based on the top right, bottom left properties. Thanks so much for watching this video. Don't forget to check the React Native and Expo documentation for more info about Flexbox. Flexbox is really great for a mobile first responsive layout. So your app looks great on every screen size so that things don't have to be jumping around and all that. Yes. So don't forget to check out the channel. I have more interesting content on React Native and more to come. Bye.